4, 3, 2, 1. You now rocking with the Homeboy Etiquette podcast. It's your main man over here at the 5280 Q. All Q stands for Kane the Conqueror, also known as Vandal Savage. If you piss me off enough, Bobby Drake, motherfucker. Passed off to my motherfucking partner in crime, the arc reactor himself, also known as Beyond.
I actually forgot that already. This is Kenneth the Rob representing Homeboy Etiquette here on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Also representing KMT Productions and KMT Games here on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. As Bihan, we're gonna
Finish him.
There we go. Because I'm Sub-Zero, I'm going to keep it cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to keep it cool as long as I possibly can. I'm going to pass it back over to Kang the Conqueror over here because he is actually the one who chose the topic for this week. So go ahead and take it away.
Topic is Mr. Sandman.
Bring me a dream. Bum, 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 bum.
I ever see.
Yeah, that's all I know too.
All right, sandcastles, man. Who here? Do you know how to build a sandcastle?
I've only been on a beach a handful of times in my life, like an actual beach. And when I was a kid, yeah, I did try to build sandcastles, but they were garbage. Because I was like 12 or something. And
I mean, what made them garbage? What happened?
Because I couldn't get past the first layer in height. I didn't understand like how to construct it.
I mean, like, what did you do? Like,
I just mounded sand into my hands I just cut my hands and then I'd make little mounds and then I try to put more on top of it and I'm just like, oh, well, the shape isn't right. And then I try to make the shape better and then it fall apart. And I was like, fuck this. And like, fuck sandcastle.
I mean, so what was wrong with it? Was it the material? Was it your handling of it? Was it what?
I don't know. Looking back in hindsight, it was more just a fundamental understanding of like not having a lot of experience with how wet sand works and how to build it up past the first level. Like, I was in Adobe houses when there were other people making, Chrysler buildings. And so, it just kind of is what it is.
I mean, I originally thought of this idea because it started, of course, like sometimes with relationship, but it starts going off into like an actual life experience. So I thought, like, So when I built up a relationship, was it made? It's like it seemed like it was just made out of sand. Like it was just made out of sand, and even though you had it in there, you packed it in there, you sprinkled some water in there, you sat it on top, and then you open it up, and it's like, all right, okay.
I didn't have a bucket. I was doing it all with hands.
Okay, well,
that's
maybe.
Probably one of my main issues.
So building sandcastles. So say you didn't have what would. Building.
Okay, we finally came back online. I would say, oh man, like we got deep immediately. So if I were to take that analogy, I guess all I can do is give an example where it's like, okay, I have 2 failed businesses before the current one that I have now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was actually talking to my father about this earlier today. We were just kind of catching up and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so I would say that, I wouldn't take back those failures because I learned what I was missing. So I was missing water. Mm-hmm. I was missing a bucket. And those things came in the form of, in real life, a plan, a solid business plan, 2, financial backing to be able to pay whatever employees that I needed, and then 3, I guess I would say
Okay, sweet. I don't gotta explain that to nobody later.
Well, I'm running a diagnostic. We're technically on right now, but I have an Ethernet connection, so this should not
Happen.
be doing that at all. Like,
Oh, learning about network
and
is.
it's saying that like it's not encountering any issues. So like, I guess we just gotta fuck it. It's at the end of the month, so I think that Xfinity is basically just like pay us early because they've done that shit before. Like I start to get. Oh, yeah, shout out to Xfinity, who runs my internet, because this happens from time to time where, like, before I'm even supposed to pay my bill, they'll just start throttling my internet for no fucking reason, right? And then all of a sudden, like magic, I've just tried a few times just to pay it that day when it starts getting all fucked up, even though it's like a week early. This is over a week early from when I would normally pay my bill. And then within an hour, my internet is fucking perfect. So that's what they're probably fucking doing right now.
Perfect.
Do
we got that?
I do have the one.
Perfect.
Yes. And so yeah, no, I'm gonna pay the bill at the normal day that I normally pay the fucking bill. And like, but hopefully we won't have too many interruptions and all that stuff. I'm not behind on anything. Like, they're just trying to hold me. And if you guys are wondering what the candle's about, there's a fucking gnat in here, and this is a lavender candle, and they're supposed to push away gnats and spiders. So bear with me.
All right, but back to the topic here.
But no, what about you though?
What
Like, do you have a situation that you can think of off the top of your head where you may not have had your bucket, your shovel, or understood the construction of a sandcastle in a situation in life that just comes to mind? Was the first one that comes to mind?
All right, I would have to say it would be the relationship part of it. It was like,
Oh, are we already going
ah,
here?
fuck it. That's what the topic came from. Because I had to. I came with that analogy
guys.
from that.
This one might go to Patreon, guys. Just,
No. It's not gonna go to Patreon. Last
Well,
time
it depends.
we got a little bit more inebriated, and then that's when
That's
just
not
shit
what
just
it
went
is.
off the handle.
It's emotion does not need alcohol to come out.
I'm better now, okay?
I'm not.
I'm back and I'm better. I want you.
I'm
Yeah,
the
right.
same.
I don't want you as bad as ever. No. I mean, no.
Proceed.
But it's like I'm looking at it, and it was like building a damn house on sand. Really, it's like building a house on sand, like foundation on sand with
The Bible
sand.
talks about that. Yeah.
And it was like I was like, fuck that shit. I was the perfect builder. I was a great builder, sculptor, and all that shit. But sometimes maybe the sand just had a life of its own. Just went like, I don't want to be a circle. I want to be a square. It's like, but we have a circle container here. I don't want to be a cylinder. I'm like, okay, basically just trying to build something on sand. Just trying to build a foundation, a house, a home, fucking life on sand, and then all of a sudden waves just come crashing up against it.
I got something for you on that.
It starts wearing that shit the fuck down.
You weren't trying to build something. You were trying to grow something. You can put seeds and water into sand as much as you want, but it's not gonna fucking grow. It's sand.
What? Okay, explain it. Cause I'm a little. My pride is just like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I built, I watered it, I tried to nurture it, take care of this shit, grow this shit, and it just said, go fuck yourself. I am not Groot.
Well, okay, so like, I'm not gonna try to get biblical with you guys, but there is a parable in the New Testament where Jesus is talking to a bunch of people, and he was talking about the concept of planting your seeds in fertile soil. And like he basically made the analogy, you can plant it on a road, it's not going to grow at all. You can plant it in weeds, and it will cripple its growth. And then you can plant it in soil, and then nurture it, and it will grow. So essentially, if you're trying to put a seed into some sand, and then you can water it all day, there's no nutrients in the fucking sand. There's none. Like it's dead. It moves. It's not stable. It creates a chaotic environment. You were trying to grow a redwood in some sand. You know what I'm saying? Because redwoods have to stand the test of time, do they not?
I mean, there was nutrients there. I would say, okay, then we'll just pivot. Maybe it was trying to grow it in weeds, and the weeds was taking up the nutrients and everything. Okay.
No, it was sand.
Oh,
it was sand.
Oh, man.
You didn't realize it was sand. See, you thought it was weeds. And I was saying for a long time, this is sand, bro. It ain't going nowhere. It's just gonna sink deeper into the sinkhole, and then you're gonna be like, why the fuck don't I have a palm tree? And like,
I need an oasis.
where's my oasis? Where's my water? I'm only in the middle of the Sahara Desert. Where the fuck is the water?
Man. Anyways, like building sandcastles, and then all of a fucking sudden it just starts raining. Your shit just gets fucking obliterated. Water
Yeah.
comes up on the shore. It just gets dragged back into the ocean and shit like that. And it's like, damn, son.
Help me!
It's like, damn. It's like I'm trying to build this sandcastle. Even if I just built it perfectly, right? I built this thing pristine. I should have looked up pictures of it. And it just looks like a sculptor fucking made it out of sand. And all of a sudden that wave just called life just crashes against that shit. And it's just not strong enough to withstand the fucking force of the water or the hail of the wind.
But my question though is, in your example, is that actually bad though? Is it bad that you spent all the time painstakingly meticulously crafting your Sistine Chapel painting of a sandcastle?
I won't call that shit a
On
Sistine
the
Chapel.
beach.
I mean, like a
Well, it was gonna be once you were finished with it, but it never got there. You got maybe like 13%. You're like, oh yeah, I see the potential in this. And then, but you're on the beach where waves come through, and waves represent time.
I don't think waves represent time. I think
it does.
Would it be something to be
Everything
like
ends.
I mean, what about it's like you're outside and you're building it and you're building it on the ocean. I mean, maybe if you walled off, right? So say you walled off the ocean a bit, you built like a little
And then a tsunami happened.
I think it was just like building something on something that was just doomed to fail. It was like, and then it's like, why am I upset about it? Just looking at the damn sandcastle as it's getting dragged away by the ocean, or the seed ain't growing or something like that. I'm just trying to figure it. I'm like, what? I'm like, all right. But if anything, fuck it. At least I'm glad I built the damn thing. I built it, and it just allowed me to know.
Better to have loved and lost.
It's like to know that I can build it. Like, okay, that was a test for me. I have the capacity to build and maintain this thing. Okay, now I know how to build it, sculpt it, and everything like that. So you're gonna build another sandcastle? No, dumbass. I have to do that shit just once and just once only. I'm going mainland, inland. I'm going to build my shit in the goddamn soil.
I'm never gonna build again.
Not there in that goddamn shitty ass fucking environment. Yeah, I fucked up once building it there, and I'm glad I did. And I took the time and I figured I proved my skills as a builder. I'm like, I can build this shit, but if this thing does not want to be fucking built and maintained, and nature just sitting there just throwing the fucking waves at the shit, and the shit just letting it go by, I'm like, all right, well, cool. I'm cool with that. As long as I know how to make you here, I can make it better over there in better conditions.
Q/Kang the Conqueror is just standing in the mirror saying, I'm a good architect, aren't I? I build things. I'm good at building things. Why the fuck isn't this being built? What the fuck did I do wrong? The schematics are correct. Oh, it's on sand. Shit. Step 1. Oh, I should have used concrete. Fuck. Like, and sand is a part of concrete. Mm-hmm. Sand is a part of concrete.
So now I know to use. Wait, what else is a part of concrete?
Sand, graphite, fucking. I don't know the entire chemical composition.
Oh shit! I know how to build better with better materials, and now those better materials are probably in another country.
You know, there is a lot of concrete in other countries. They're not just sand. They have the whole concrete mix. All you gotta do is add water. Just add water, bro. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So I do see your point. Okay, yo, I'm joking right now. Like, but no, you're absolutely right. And like the thing is about sand. Like, so when you gave me this topic first, that's why I made the thumbnail the way I did. It's just like, are we all just dust in the wind? And like, and so the reason why is because like, yeah, you can spend all this time, you can make the most epic sandcastle. I've seen some ridiculous sandcastles. Like it was a team of like 8 white boys who literally just painstakingly made the biggest, most epic, fucking crazy detail sandcastle ever. But guess what? Just like all sandcastles, the waves get high sometimes and just blow the motherfucker over. that's just how it goes. So it's like, that's why I asked the question earlier of, is it actually a good thing that you made this sandcastle on the beach and it got washed away? Because that's kind of like almost like the impermanence of time, where it's like relationships, friendships have a time span. Relationships have a time span. Marriages have a time span. Life has a time span. Jobs, everything has a time span. And like, but if and you take the Buddhist principle of the teacup is already broken, so you appreciate the teacup while it's still not broken. But when you treat it like it's already broken, then you appreciate it that much more. So it's like, you made the sandcastle. You put time into the sandcastle. You love that sandcastle. It was fantastic while the sandcastle was there. But the waves came. Are you going to get mad because the waves came? Or are you going to just cherish those moments and memories that you had with that sandcastle?
Honestly, after finally getting past the, just the flare ups here and there, it's like everything. Oh! It's like,
Fuck that! I want my fucking sandcastle!
I know that was sandcastle. Like I was like, I want my time back, and I was like, what? I want my bucket back. Like fuck it. But then
Give
it
me
was
my
just
bucket, my shovel, my time, and my water.
but it's like, yeah, it's like, I mean, I knew it as I was building this sandcastle that it was gonna wash away. There was a point in time
Did you?
I knew it.
No, you went gung ho in this shit.
I
You were 10 toes down, bro. You put your foot in it like in the South, nigga. Like,
I was trying,
Bro.
man.
like, I was trying to talk this nigga out of this shit for months. Nah, nigga, like you were gung ho. You're like, it's this or death, and like
It was just like it was for me. It was I had faith and I had confidence because I didn't have to worry about the things behind me, which is so my buddy's just sitting there. They're at the car. It's like, yo, man, I don't know why you building the damn with a mega horn. Y'all niggas just sitting at the beach cars like, I don't know why your dumb ass is building that sandcastle. You know the waves are gonna wash it away. I'm like, it'll last.
He's stupid.
It'll last. It'll last. It's just like it just. But I don't even know if
this
you can
isn't
just.
even good sand. This is the rocky sand. You can't even make castles out of it.
But it was just like it's like if the weather and I don't even know. I think okay, the relationship represents the sandcastle. The waves represent the other party.
What other party?
The other party in a type of relationship. Like I'm building it, and then the other waves is just like the waves can just not come up that high and just work with me to build the sandcastle. Just provide me with the water so that way I can come in, scoop the sand up, soak it in some water, let it form, put it there, and just start building the sandcastle, right?
So
and
what's
then,
the wind then? Because wind is what causes the big waves to come up on shore that could make disaster come to your sandcastle via the water.
Now the wind is outside influences, and now outside influences could also be friends. I got winds blowing at this way for me, and the other party got winds blowing at them this way, and it's letting the waves just keep coming up. Like the waves can just break themselves underneath something else, take away that momentum, and not come up and wash away our goddamn sandcastle. It could last to the end of damn time if the water does not wash it away. But I built it up, and it was just like the water just kept hitting the sandcastle. And then I was like, all right, try to rebuild it again. I get a little bit of water. I'm like, water, don't take away what the hell I'm trying to build just yet. Boom, what we're trying to build here. It's part of you. It's part of me crafting. Boom, boom, building up the walls, the moat and shit, and the water just comes in. I'm in a bad mood. Splash. It goes through the fucking moat, overflows that shit, sinks my goddamn tower and shit. My archers are now fucking drowning, you asshole.
But here's the thing though, is that like, okay, I was with you, but then I thought about it for a second. And the wind can't be outside influences because that takes away the personal responsibility of that other person to make choices to absorb content or ideas that would be good for the castle to still exist. That takes away responsibility from them. It's like, this person hypnotized, my girl into these ideas. Like that. Like that's I don't think that. I don't give females a whole lot of credit, but I give them that much credit. It's like, you're not an idiot. You're smart. But like, you guys use your powers for evil and then blame it on your emotions. Fuck it. Like, whatever.
I mean, there's dudes out there like that too. They just pieces of shit. Like, how the fuck do you just go to life just being a piece of shit?
Yeah, but Hassan, whatever is Hassan something.
That was completely obvious. Like, that guy was.
I don't know if he's a piece of shit. He does suck, but I think he's just getting clicks and views. He's like Steve Harvey. You know what I mean? Like, just lying to a bunch of bitches because he has shit to sell.
I mean, have you ever watched any of his work?
Steve?
No, Hassan.
Oh, no. I just saw the crucifixion that happened between Fresh and Fit, Sneeko, and other content creators.
Oh, don't forget when Albert and Preach.
Preach ripped them up too?
Albert and Preach ripped them up too.
And I don't even watch Albert and Preach. Like, if they did it, holy shit, bro.
Yo, it's funny as hell because it's like Albert, Preach, F and F are enemies. And these motherfuckers just
came together on this one.
They didn't even come together. They were just like
they didn't collaborate, but they came together in ideas.
They just damn, just us, him and L3, that whatever the fuck it is, like damn, dog. Yeah, fuck him, fuck it. No, I thought this was gonna be a philosophical episode. Fuck it, we talking shit. Yeah, the motherfuckers got like you got these two groups of people who had a beef with each other because of one group on the other hand fucked up, made it personal, and the other group now took it personal, challenged the motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers knew they were wrong, couldn't apologize, and then now they couldn't apologize. They fucking hate each other. They could have came to a good understanding, so now they're oppositions. But you two motherfuckers came in while these motherfuckers was just looking at each other and stepped in between. The motherfuckers firing at each other with your bullshit. Like, how the hell do you gotta fucking feel? Like, somebody, like, shit.
You lose.
But isn't it funny? Because we were talking about that shit like months and months ago. We're at least 6-7 months ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
About like how these concepts that this guy like, and I've never watched his content, so I'm not gonna sit here and like try to show the guy. I don't know. I literally legitimately don't know.
I have a question here.
But the fact that it came up as an issue in your relationship, and then the concepts that were being presented to me, I was just like, oh well, that's obviously wrong. That's obviously wrong. Why is she watching this? And then you're trying to explain to your girl, why are you watching this? Like, what are you watching? Like what is this? And she's like a mod on this fucking page. And then all of a sudden, see, look at God, nigga. Like look at all this time later, and this nigga's being roasted by the biggest platforms for podcasts ever outside of goddamn Joe Rogan, bro. Nigga, I mean, that's how you see. I see synchronicities like that, bro. Ain't God good, bro? What the fuck?
I'm not reveling in it. It's just like
you are, nigga. Don't lie.
I'm not reveling. I'm like, it's just like I looked at the situation.
You're looking at like,
nah. I'm just laughing at it because it's like, it's like I listen to the guy and I'm like, all right, he just talking shit. He's just talking bullshit, whatever the fuck.
But she believed it though.
Yeah, who knows, man? It ain't my problem now. It's not my problem
not anymore. But it was your problem. I had to console you for months,
nigga.
And so it became my problem.
Oh yeah, that is true. Like it became my coworker, my colleagues'
bro.
problem.
So it was a problem.
It was everybody's problem.
It was a huge problem.
That's
how it reached fucking Abra and Breach and Fresh and Fit and Sneeko and all these other niggas.
It was
fucking
just like
Daquan Wiltshire, shout out.
Dog, I love this morning memory. This morning memory is fucking hilarious, right? Up? So I remember we was watching it's the person not gonna be identified, and hopefully they're not sneak watching this shit. Man, turn off the goddamn computer. Go
leave a like on the video or leave a dislike, either one.
Nah, it doesn't matter. She's never gonna watch this shit again. She knows.
No, go ahead and watch it because you're gonna watch us be happy and successful, and we want to make sure that you feel it in your vagina.
No, it's not like that. I'm like, don't live your life. It's like, look, first off, if this shit pops up on your news feed, I want you to, before you hit play on this video, just go open another video.
Go to our Patreon page so we can see how we really feel about you.
Open the Spotify and then just hit that T.I. Rihanna song, Just Live Your Life. Like, look, just live your life. Just like, live your life. Just live your life. Hey, don't be worried about what Homeboy Etiquette say. It's like,
don't worry about what we say.
Nah, yeah.
Yes.
It's just like an expression of how I feel about this, and it's usually like a lot of the topics when they go to relationship is from personal experience, and like my whole adult life has just been sitting there just like I've had like relationships. I wouldn't say like committed deep relationship, just more of like
You're more of a in and out kind of guy. Like I'm the serial monogamist.
yeah, I'm an in and out kind of guy unless I take something serious, and when I took it seriously,
You tried.
and then it just treated me like I was a joke. I was like, the fuck?
Which honestly is almost traumatizing in a different way because
Oh, that shit is traumatizing, dog.
Okay.
It was just.
so we both experienced trauma. Okay.
I've been trying to like,
Cheers
like,
to trauma, right? Like
and it's just like, I've been like processing the emotions of it. I'm like, and I'm thinking about all of our friends, y'all motherfuckers going through these relationships. I'm like, why the fuck? It takes me one time, and some girl like my homegirl, she'd be like, you just haven't found the right one. I'm like, bitch.
bitch, how many
I mean, I don't
times
mean to
am I
call her
gonna
bitch.
hear that?
I just like that
I'll
expression.
be
bitch.
65 and they're like, you still haven't found the right one. I've been through 3 million.
It
Like-
ain't about finding the right one. Like I've been in team sports a lot.
location.
I've been in team sports as a kid. You just link up with kids. We pick captains, you pick teams, and you learn how to function in that goddamn team.
Big facts.
No matter, it's like, even if like this guy and you and him are favorite teammates, but this guy picks you to go on his team, you got to go against your favorite guy.
Right.
So what the fuck you gonna do? You could be like, that motherfucker likes to go to his left.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Once you're on the other team, it's like it's almost like a rivalry thing. Is like it's at 1,000 because
Uh-huh.
it's just like you guys already know each other's skill set, so you're just like, oh yeah, I'm on the other team, bitch, and I already know your weak points. I'm gonna run over that nigga because I know he's your weak spot, and they're like, oh shit, he knows our weak spot. We need to reinforce that spot. And so there's 3 niggas over there. I'm like, I'm still gonna fuck you up, and like, bro,
Yeah.
it is fucking epic.
And then like this situation was more like it felt like it was more like, all right, team captains. Okay, she's on that side. She's on that side. I'm on this side. No. I'm on this side on this team. She's on this. I'm team captain. I picked her. She's on this team, and then she goes to the other team, and the other team comes to her with just like, you should just not do what the captain says of the team and fuck with their plays, and that way they don't get to score to the touchdowns, and you guys don't get to reach the end of your goal and win.
Insurgent.
And now you lose, and it's like, why did you betray me? Because your best friend your influence was on the other side of his head, telling you to do something else, and then you just like, at one point you was rocking with our team, we was about to go down there and win, and then you just like sabotage.
Shout out Beastie Boys. Yeah, bro. And it's because like, like if I'm just being completely objective, it's because let's put it this way. She put you on a scale with that guy, right? She put you guys on a scale and she said that nigga weighed heavier. So she was just like, fuck this nigga. Didn't she say she was a mod for that guy?
Yeah, it was a mod, but it wasn't just a mod of that. It was also that whole fucking indoctrination shit.
It was a whole community. But that's one of the reasons why, where she was just like, yeah, heavier on this side. So even with a nigga that she's never met and never will meet, she felt a part of something
Yes.
that was bigger
Yes.
than just you.
Yes.
So she said, even though this guy, he's a dope ass guy, like he has this background, fucking Marine, working on like building satellites,
Amazing.
and, like,
Want to build a family.
Comedy, wants to be a family guy, already gets mad pussy, been around the world, but this guy has a Discord chat. And he has this many followers on YouTube, so fuck my boyfriend. She made a conscious decision.
Yep. And
She did.
I'm like, hold up. Dog.
Apparently, this bitch has the faith of
Hey.
Jesus.
Not the bitch word. Okay.
This
I know.
female,
Person.
this female female person,
Oh, fuck it.
this bitch.
Fuck it. What the fuck am I protecting? They're
What
protecting.
exactly? She ain't protecting you. Look at your loyalty right now. It's still bleeding into today. Look,
I know.
I call bitches I deal with to today, bitches, to their face. What the
All right.
fuck are you doing?
Personal story time. You know-
Jesus.
personal story time recap. It's a recap. If you go
Jesus,
back to
help us.
All right, if you go back to one of our episodes, I don't know which episode it is, but it was from last summer in June where we was having an argument about women understanding what men's arguments were and what our problems was, and he's like, if she debated me on the logically on the facts, and I was like, would she win? And I was like, no, she would lose.
And she got mad about that.
And I was like, they would all lose because they don't take you. If you're a fucking strategist, you're playing chess. You're not just thinking about.
Oh no.
You're not thinking about just your side of the board. You're not just thinking about your pieces and your moves. You're thinking about the other side too. So you gotta put yourself in your opponent's positions as you're making your moves. So if I move this piece here, that leaves this amount of moves open to here, right here, and here to here to here. And here's my strategy. And this person makes this move, and like, okay, cool. Now it changes the field a little bit. It's like playing Sudoku. It's like I got all these numbers everywhere. If I place this number here and it goes here, that means this number can only go in certain other places over here, but other numbers can go around it. It's like a fucking a shit ton of fucking combinations of that shit right there. And then when I said that shit, I was just thinking from both sides. I'm like, look, is she going into this? If we were to have this damn debate argument like that, would she go in there with the proper information, the same information that you had, and be able to relate it to and debate it like not debate as in you're trying to just prove power superiority, moral superiority.
No.
Like I was in debate club.
of ideas.
I was in debate club. I had to argue for something. I had to argue against the same shit.
Exactly. I did the same shit, bro.
You in debate? Yard.
Okay, well, we don't have the 1080p ones. I'm sure if we paid, that's what I was going to talk to you in November. We need to upgrade.
Okay, November.
Yeah, debate class. Go ahead.
All right, I was in debate class. I had to argue for something and then had to switch it up and argue against it or against something and for something like that. You have to present the damn arguments this way. Not because I mean, in debate we didn't give a shit about feelings. It was about facts, argument, and styling. If you could,
They just gave us random ideas. They're just like, you're gonna believe this and you're gonna believe that. And you need to beat that other guy.
Oh yeah, me and my party, man, we was just. These girls like, but I feel like, and we was just beating that ass. I was like, bitch, I'm winning. Fuck this shit.
Bro.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck your. Are you crying right now in the debate? Oh, it makes it even better. Holy shit! And then be like, okay, switch sides. And she goes, okay, well, what you said earlier. And I was like, that was bullshit. And I was just going,
Hearsay, judge, hearsay. Objection.
And it just go in. It's like, yo, I love debate, like a debating of ideas, because the purpose of it is, it's not like I'm presenting my argument here, but if you make a better sound argument, like I take pieces of yours, and that kind of changes the mind, because that way we can make a better argument over fucking all. It's like, what is it? Okay, for example, we'll make a simple argument that anybody could ever go and evaluate. Who's better, Goku or Vegeta?
Oh shit, that one will light the internet up.
I mean, everybody.
Do you want my opinion?
Vegeta put his first off. Fuck that. Who's better, Vegeta or Gohan? There you go. That should be actual argument.
That's objective.
It better be Vegeta because
that's objective. Objectively Vegeta.
But be like,
for so many reasons.
Gohan got beast Gohan mode now. Like nigga.
No. Okay. See, I keep up with the power scaling community.
Power scaling is garbage.
No, it's not. Like, okay, if you follow somebody named Seth the Programmer, like that's his whole fucking job. And like, so like,
I like how he created that job himself. Shout out to Seth the Programmer. Can I have another beer?
Like he became one of the world. He became the world's best informationalist and power scaler on Dragon Ball and Naruto. And so no, like, and he's objective about it. He's just like, okay, like if you want to take these statements literally, like a guy with a smooth brain, you know what I mean? Like, your brain is mad smooth, bro. No wrinkles in it at all. If you want to take that, then it's like, sure, Gohan's the strongest. But if you actually use facts and understand that,
Vegeta trains every fucking day.
if you actually take the way that the story narratives are put out there and forward, you would understand how fucking stupid that claim is.
Yeah.
Like see, every single time a movie comes out, they always say some shit like that. This is the strongest guy ever. This is the most difficult guy ever. And almost never the time is that actually the case when you
Look.
compare it in actual scaling.
I'm saying
So it's like,
Vegeta should have been Jiren because that motherfucker trains non. I mean,
Vegeta-
Goku does too, but like
Okay, well-
Vegeta just trains.
Vegeta was stronger than Goku.
Nigga has no job.
Going into the Tournament of Power, Vegeta was 1,000% stronger than Goku. He was stronger than Goku when the tournament started, but Goku fought that nigga first. That's what it was. That's why even though Goku literally went into Ultra Instinct and still got his ass beat, he didn't have a single attack from Ultra Instinct Goku Omen that actually put him on his ass or anything like that. Vegeta, with no new transformations, knocked that nigga on his fucking ass to the point of where everybody thought this nigga was dead. Like, bro, with one final flash, Vegeta was stronger than Goku. And then still continued to be stronger than Goku. And then I just watched the new Dragon Ball Z movie. Vegeta beat Goku again, objectively. So it's like, nigga, like he is stronger than him. It's just Goku has hacks abilities, bro. Like that's, and he's the main character. That's what it is. But as a character, in terms of base strength, as a character development, in terms of personality, in terms of thinking ability, in terms of being a better father, like Vegeta is literally a better character universally than everybody else in the fucking show. That's not debatable. It's not.
Team Vegeta.
Team Vegeta, nigga.
My nigga
No,
be-
I got something for your ass, nigga.
Nah.
Ah, that's Vegeta, nigga.
All right, so I know it's going to Siren, but there's that game Kakarot. Once I leveled up Vegeta enough.
Oh wait, we got somebody in chat here.
Oh, okay. Shit. Anyway, like
Shannon's arms are sexy as fuck. We're gonna put that on the screen real quick. I'm gonna take that. Go ahead.
well, like that Big Bang attack. I just finish everything with that. I'm like, fuck this, fuck you, fuck this, die, Big Bang. I'll finish that shit in seconds. Kamehameha takes too fucking long to load up, man. But shit, back to what the hell is this? Oh yeah, the fucking damn thing about debating is like and the date. Oh man, all that bullshit I had to deal with. Fuck that shit, man.
Where are you going? Where were you going with that though?
Oh, that fucking sandcastle of a goddamn relationship during a fucking hurricane in Louisiana, nigga. That's what that shit was. Like, holy shit. I mean, I was fucking. Dog, I was.
Wait, Hurricane Louisiana? Which one? Are you
I
talking
don't
about
know,
the one
nigga.
that broke the levees? Are you talking about Katrina?
How about a tsunami then? Fuck it. I was trying to
No,
build.
Katrina was the one that broke the levees. That was New Orleans.
Okay, how about
Right?
anyway it goes. I was trying to build this damn. I mean, I thought it was something was there. I thought it was something was there, and I had to honestly look. I had to go through this shit because if I didn't go through it, I'd have always second guess it, and then it happened. I had to walk through the fire, and we're living through. Okay, nobody heard it. But like I had to try my damnedest, my hardest to try to build that sand castle, reinforce it, and try to make it an actual fucking castle on the beach. I could like build the frame up build it up out of sand, and then reinforce it, and replace it eventually with concrete and shit like that, and then that way we could build a fucking kingdom together. But what the fuck happened was it was just like I was just getting sabotaged from the fucking inside, and it was just like, do you even want this? What the fuck is the purpose of us even being together, being here, what was the purpose of us getting together? You wrote this letter, and I kept my promise. I printed that shit. That shit's a poster on my goddamn wall, and you couldn't keep any of the goddamn promises over there because y'all was like, I need you, and I know you need me too. Like that, making it sound like she's morbidly obese. But who's fucking up?
I need you, kid.
And
Oh,
all right, fuck it. This is homeboy
put your
etiquette.
hand in my rolls.
Like this is homeboy etiquette, and I would like to give a shout out to every last one of my homeboys that endured with me through this whole fucking experience. As I'm now closing this chapter. I'm now just finally on that I'm on the appendix page of this goddamn book, and I'm just closing the fucking. I'm about to close the damn cover and move the fuck on with my goddamn life.
Right.
And I'm just always gonna remember that fucking story. I'm gonna just enshrine that shit because I swear to God, I'm gonna build a castle over that shit, and that shit's gonna be in the darkest depth of that castle. And it goes, what powers the castle? like the prince of the castle be like, what powers the castle? To like my fucking assistant or something like that. It goes, a memory of your father's. It is a book that's below the castle that's buried very deep. And it was the power
Through
source.
bones and blood.
Through bones and blood. And it's the book that, yes, your father, the king, has drawn strength. And from that book, he has learned the proper way to build a kingdom. To build a kingdom and to build a family. He has learned from that book. And young sire, I pray that you never have to go through the experience that your father has gone through that. But if you ever have to ask him about the book.
The book.
The book.
The book.
Hey,
Where all the bodies. All foundation was built on the bodies of those who came before us.
it's like, damn it, I didn't want to fail. Like, I didn't. I wanted to. I was
How's
like,
it a failure, though? It's not a failure. That's why I made the analogy at the beginning. It's not a failure. If you make a sandcastle with the best of your ability, and a wave comes and knocks it over, how does that diminish you?
oh, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Because I can still build the
You
sandcastle.
can build a new one that's better on better sand.
Or with better material.
Better material, a less violent beach. You know,
Less
like,
violent beach.
no crabs in this one to, like, literally be insurgents, like, snipping away parts of your castle in real time. Like, bro, like it's not diminishing. Like, so it's like, you know, that's why I use, like,
Oh.
the whole waves coming on the beach as, like,
I
a
think-
time analogy. Because
I know what it is.
nothing lasts forever. So it's like, just appreciate what you had, which
Mm-hmm.
I think you do, because you still be defending somebody who would never do the same for you today.
No,
Like,
probably not.
so it's like, you're obviously appreciating it. When are you going to actually close the other side and let the wave finish off the castle?
Oh.
When are you going to let the waves come through? Stop putting up blockers. Like,
So-
yo, all right, I welcome the tsunami. Like,
And then, so the castle was still there, partially destroyed, and I'm standing in front of the waves, blocking this shit off, kicking off the waves, just trying to defend this last remnant of the fucking sandcastle that we built, whoever the fuck built. And it's like, because I want, if anything, I was just like, I want that sand. Nah, fuck it. That castle's gone, man. It's gone. It's washed. It's done. I gotta let it go. I mean, it's nothing left of it anyway, but what the fuck is left of it? A gate?
well, yeah. I mean, like, it's the memories, you have for one, and then the skill set that you built in making the castle, right? So it's like, this is the reason why it's so different to be a guy than a girl, is because our lives are built on pain, struggle, strife, rejection, failure, like all of that. We like, that's the reason why, you know, like shout to KS, where stress is built for stress is for shoulders, not hips, right? I think I said this last time, like, before I even had the concept of what I was as a creature, I was already being shit on by life. I was already being bullied. I was already being made fun of. I was already being told what my deficiencies were. I was already being told about racism. I was already, like, all these things, and I'm just being bombarded, just like, I think 2 times 2 is 4, and, like, that's all I can think is because my parents said I need to finish this test, and then meanwhile I'm just being bombarded with all this shit, and it's like, that's how it goes. As a guy, it's like, we have to shoulder pain over pain over pain over pain over struggle over struggle over pain over struggle, trauma, struggle. And and then you have to put yourself through more pain and more struggle and more trauma to become even better. Like all we know is pain. Like, that's why like finding the right woman to alleviate.
I mean, not to alleviate. It's not.
No. I'm not saying she's a cure. But just to just, hey, lay your head right here for 5 minutes. I understand. I respect it. Here's your. You have 5 minutes of rest.
I'm like, bitch, get off me.
Okay, well then you might as well just be single for the rest of your life, because that's one of the main reasons why women are good. That's one of the main reasons.
Nah, I think I'm good now. I
They
think I'm
are
cool.
there when you are putting the world on your back to give you some ointment.
That's one of the main superpowers women have.
I think I love the pain and struggle.
Holy fucking shit, Nick. Bro,
Now I love it. I'm like, I thought I would be like that.
but,
that
okay.
brief-
So then you need to just bunk with some niggas for the rest of your life, bro. Like,
conquer shit?
Why do you care?
The
Why do you
conquer
care
shit.
about even? Why do you
Oh.
even have emotions tied to your previous relationship if you didn't get that from it?
because that was like the last hope. That was it. That was the
Holy
last.
fucking shit.
That was like the last hope, and it's just
I
now.
thought I was jaded.
I'm not
Holy
jaded.
fuck.
Look, I'm not jaded. It's just like I'm like, look, I don't need to go through multiple relationships like that to understand it. It's like, look, this is how I function. It goes, look, if it's like I'll bring it to basketball. Like I told you the story of I got pissed off at a party.
Okay,
I got
whoa,
hurt,
whoa,
and I
whoa.
went outside to practice hoops.
Okay.
So I just went outside. And I'm just shooting in the rain. It's raining. It's 2 hours. I'm just shooting in the fucking rain. I'm pissed off. But I know I can't do anything about anything at the party. All I know is at least I can work on my game in basketball over here. So I'm just shooting hoops at the park, and it's fucking raining. And I'm just still shooting hoops. Motherfuckers are looking out the window like, why is he out there just shooting hoops? It's because I'm pissed off. Like, if I can't do anything to affect this, I'm going to take that energy and I'm going to use it to affect another area of my life. Because here's what happened. So I'm playing ball, and I'm playing against my one specific rival, nigga 6'4", and I know if I shoot it just like this, he blocks it. So I'm working on techniques. I'm working on movement. I'm working on just offhand shit like that, right? So at least now, I mean, I didn't get the girl, but then I got the joy of, I mean, there was a joy from that shit. Shooting in the rain, it's fucking cold.
You think I didn't do that?
Oh man, of course anybody could have did it. I mean,
Okay, so what's separating your experience from mine? Like because my rebuttal to
Oh.
like you having this mindset when it comes to women is that maybe you haven't worked yourself to death. Because I've worked myself to the point of where I needed somebody to just be like, even if it was just for a moment, be
Oh.
like, you're gonna be okay, and I got your back. I've worked myself to the point of mental breaking. I've broken myself mentally with the amount of work that I've done.
all right, it'd be something from childhood growing up with my mother where I knew that nobody was coming to fucking save me, and I had to just do things on my own.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then
Go-
when I got to
yeah.
boot camp and shit was sucking everything, and it's like no matter if you were hurt, you cried or anything like that, I always remember the drill instructor just looking down
Get
at
up.
you. Nope. He just look at you and goes, "Nobody cares."
Exactly. See, that's what life just told me.
Nobody cares. It was like, and it was just like personalize that, and I just realized like shit.
Nobody cares.
I mean, look, and it was like I know as an adult now, I have people that care. I have people that are there and that support me, and I know it. But for me, it's a pride thing. It's like if I can't do it, if I can't, it's like that 50 Cent song. It's like if I can't do it, then it can't be deep. It's like if I can't do it, then it can't be done. I'm gonna let the champagne's bottle pop. I'm gonna make it to the top. Show you how to make it hot, babe. Like I don't know. It's like I don't know how to be. That was the only time I was ever like in that emotional, vulnerable of a fucking state like that. Ever in like in a. But otherwise, that's like I'm sure. Like that damn strategic thing, it goes, I take this, project it forward, and like, what is this paths that this could damn take? Okay,
Right.
here. This is just one time I delved deep into the goddamn waters. I decided to try this shit out because I thought it would be best for me. And it was best for me because learning about relationships, I learned relationships put this battery in your fucking back like that. And it's like the thing that it's like from the Poor Man's Podcast when he was interviewing with Jedediah. I hope did you see that?
I still haven't watched it.
Oh, no, you gotta watch it. It was good. Poor Man's Podcast, dope as shit with that interview there. Cause I usually, but anyway, it goes. It says the thing that make a man want to make society better is because he has a family,
Right.
and it's like I don't with that relationship. It's like that.
Responsibility, yeah.
Yeah, that responsibility, taking on that responsibility, that relationship, but then that responsibility rebelling against me, saying, I don't need you to take responsibility for me or any of this shit like that. I don't need you, some shit like that. It's like,
Well, you know that's the reason why I explain. I asked the question the way I did is because, okay, like when you've broken yourself beyond any of your physical and mental ability and comprehension, like I've had a few times in my life where I was at that point where it's just like I've got nothing left, nothing, and just to have the feminine touch there to be like, I know you're tired, and I got you.
Oh well.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that she's over here like giving you ideas and none of that stuff, but like just to be able to lay your head into a woman's bosom for 30 seconds and have her just embrace you for a second in her womanly femininity and be like, I got it. Take your time and then go back.
Yeah.
It all it takes is a breather. That's all we need. It's just a single breather, right? But like that's one of the reasons why it's like, you know, I've been a serial monogamist is because like I've been able to bring out that feminine ability in females because I literally do bust ass, right? And then they see that and they're just like, okay, hold on. Like if she's a good woman, then she'll just be like, okay, yo, chill out. I got you. Relax, bring me back down to baseline so I don't literally, you know, blow up a bus or something. And and then I'm just like, okay, I got this. And then I go back and do more back-breaking, mind-breaking labor. You know what I mean? It's a superpower, bro. Like, what do you think? You think you're gonna lay your head on one of your homeboy's shoulders and just be like, dude, I got nothing left. And then, like, you think he's going to be able to give you the nobody cares speech forever? Nah, man. At some point, you got to run into some female to, like, you know, like, the battery in the back. And even if you're not in a relationship with her, I've had female friends do that. Where it's just, like, you just talk to them because, like, they'll be sympathetic to your situation as a female, but because they're a female, they just say it in a softer way. And then it's just like, you know what? Maybe I'm being a bitch right now. Maybe I can do more. Maybe it's not as big as I thought it was. You know what? Thanks. You know, like, I've gotten that from guys and I've gotten it from girls, but it's a different energy. It's a different energy exchange between the two. You know, as much shit as I talk about females, bro, like I'm not blind to what they do. Like I appreciate it. It's the reason why I talk so much shit is because, like, you know, the situation, especially here in this fucking country, is so fucked, and women have been so fucked, so lied to, that it's a fucking tragedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes me more mad. And I'm not mad at them specifically. I'm mad at the situation they were put in that's lasted for almost 70 goddamn years, making this a goddamn wasteland for fucking relationships. That's what I'm mad at. You know what I mean? But, hey, I can't turn water into wine. I ain't Jesus, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I have a passport. Like, yo, so, but I'm not blind. Like, there are chicks out here too. You know, shout out to Rayella. Like, you know, he's engaged to a woman out here in America. You know, I'm not gonna go into the details of that, but he found what he feels is like the best thing that he can consolidate on. He's been with hundreds of women, and he found a girl that he wanted to marry. It is possible. It is. Is it probable? No. Not everybody's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You've seen him. Mm-hmm. Multi-talented, over 6 foot bodybuilder, literal bodybuilder, nigga, like fucking ridiculous. So it's just.
I mean, it's all right.
Okay, we are back.
I gotta see. I have. It's How the fuck do I put it, man? It'll take like an evaluation of my whole damn childhood, which is basically like my attachment style, according to dissociate. It's like, honestly, like that was just the only shot I was ever willing to give a committed relationship, and that's why it lasted so long, because it's like, look, I had this idea and I had this goal in my head, and this opportunity presented itself, and I did what I was supposed to do. I did my job as a man, and then my job got rejected and said, you ain't shit, basically, get the fuck out, whatever the fuck. And then it's like whatever the hell was going on, but the way it just came back to me and I interpreted it, and then I saw, and it goes, I'm like, because it's like I don't need a relationship. I don't need a woman. I don't need a relationship. I'm still gonna hit my goals. I'm still gonna hit my target. Like things don't fucking change. That's how it's always been my whole damn life. Is like, look, there's been no kisses on the boo boos, and even if there was kisses on the boo boos, sometimes the people giving the kisses on the boo boos is the same people that's slapping the shit out of you. All right, so that's been my experience, and it's just like I've been like I have homeboys, best friends, like thanks to Camet over here, thanks to my brothers, like, but otherwise than that, like in my head, it's like, look, I'm trying to shit out once. It goes, if something is good for me, I keep rocking with it, and then if it doesn't do any good for me, I discard it and I keep moving forward. So for like
Question.
relationship, yeah, okay.
Can you acknowledge that turn that you just chose on I'm gonna try this once doesn't count?
No, it counts for me. It's like, look,
It
man,
don't count.
to who?
It shouldn't count
It counts.
because it was a rebound situation. First off, and second off, it's like all the advice that
Oh, yeah,
people
I
tried
was a
to give
rebound,
you
yeah.
on it,
Uh-huh.
you ignored. That can't count.
Look, it counts.
Why would that be the one that you use to make a determination when you haven't tried this with a variety of different maybe locations, cultures, whatever?
Okay.
Like give yourself 3 strikes.
No,
3 strikes, you're out.
no. If it,
Why? She's a terrible strike.
Because
She counts for like 5.
I think my other alias, I should take out one of them. It should be Uatu the Watcher.
Nigga, you
It's
ain't
like-
what?
I sat, watched, observed, got all the information ever fucking needed, and then I go through this experience myself where you put in, it's like you be the best that you can ever fucking be, and the other person doesn't reciprocate.
You know who you are? You're fucking Batman.
Oh, yeah.
You're fucking so goddamn traumatized that you can't get past your parents' death. And like, meanwhile, 90% of superheroes lost their fucking parents and don't get hung up on it like you do.
What? Nigga, no, you make it sound like a bad thing. It's just like
It is a bad thing.
Nigga, I'm focused on the mission. I'm just like the mission is.
No, but at the
11
same, but the one thing that you lost wasn't even good. You're acting like it was good. It's
mean, but-
not. It wasn't. You thought it was good because you've never been in a relationship. You thought it was good.
Am I Bruce Wayne?
Yes! You're traumatized as fuck. That's why you got battle plans and revenge, nigga. Like all the. This nigga's Batman, bro. Like what the fuck?
Oh, well, shit. Well, look, that kind of explains a lot. Because, I mean, I lost my parents. I lost my parents long before I even
This
buried them.
nigga's Batman.
It's crazy. I lost my parents long before I buried them,
shit,
and
I
that
didn't
wasn't
think
like these motherfuckers are still alive and shit like that.
But they're
I
not
have a
alive.
disconnect with it. Was like I appreciate. I could recognize where the good of it all was, but the bad was just there, and it just dislodged me from I guess what my fucking pretty much put me in Batman mode.
Yeah.
It's where I trained my body, I trained my mind, I trained everything. It's like I trained, and it's just like it doesn't hit the same. It's like in that one moment, I was emotionally vulnerable and fucking open. It reminded me why I was fucking cold-hearted in the first place.
Well, yeah. Like
Or it
it's
hit deeper.
because
It sunk in deeper. It just sunk deeper. It's like
because it connected to your trauma. It connected to your disconnectedness. Because like you were so used to being disconnected that when you finally reached out into something. See, this is what's called codependence, bro.
what? Oh, it's shit. I cut
This
that
is-
shit off. I can't be codependent.
No, you are. Like at least in that situation you were. And the way you're treating it is. Because like you had the separation attachment style
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
So the time that you tried to reach out into it, you chose somebody also with the separation attachment style, so that when you failed, you could be like, see? Nobody's gonna connect with me. And then you got proven right because you chose somebody who wasn't connected to you in the first place,
Wait.
giving you your self-fulfilled prophecy. That's
wasn't-
how that shit
No,
fucking works, bro.
It was not a self-fulfilled prophecy.
was.
I fought for that
That's-
shit.
Yeah, but you fought for it with somebody with a separation style just like you. You even say all the time she's antisocial.
I'm not antisocial.
No, you said she is.
Yeah.
So your separation style and she's separation style. You say, I'm gonna reach out. And you reach to somebody who's like, eh. You fucked yourself.
I'm Batman, bitches. Fuck it. I'm Batman.
Welcome to Q's therapy session 2022. We are in August 26th. Yeah, that's what you did, bro.
I mean, but then the alternative is one chick who does overly care, but she fucked her life up all the way. Just
Exactly. That's why you overcorrected with the other side. But here's the issue: is because she was like, she was the embracing attaching style, the one where she overconnects, and she overconnected with way too many people before she got to you. You overcompensated. Exactly, bro. Yo, psychology does not fuck around, bro. Like, it just does not. Like, nigga, dude, you did the pendulum, bro. You're just like, I'm gonna reach out. I'll go, okay, this one's gonna like me a lot. Oh, shit, she liked a lot of people a lot. Oh, fuck.
Anyway goes, look, man. Anyway goes.
Hey, dude, I've been there, dude. Like,
I know.
nigga, like I said, I was a serial monogamist. I've been around the gambit, bro. Like, I've been... I ain't perfect, nigga. Like, I'm still figuring this shit the fuck out. Goddamn.
know, but like, I already know how I am, and I know I'm never gonna do that again. That was the purpose of printing out that damn letter and then putting it on the wall. Never.
You gotta find a moderate. Somebody's right in the middle.
I'm not finding a moderate. I'm just gonna live life, and I'm not doing that shit again.
Well, live life, and then, you know, like, when you find that moderate, or she comes into your life spontaneously, you'll know it. Because you're just like, oh, wow, she's not too clingy, and she's not distant. This is cool. That's like, the goal is to try to make your attachment style moderate. That's when you're talking about relationships. The goal is to try to be as in the middle as possible.
Well, shit, that probably reminds me of where I relate to Batman, because Batman tried that shit once again with Catwoman. That shit didn't work out. Time probably.
Nigga, shut the fuck, nigga. Okay, see, like this is why I'm so happy that like I watch. Shout out to a guy named Ace Vane who does voiceover videos for DC animated fucking videos and shit. Like he was talking about Wonder Woman. And then like so that nigga Black Manta called in, you know, trying to find Aquaman. And then it turned out that like Wonder Woman had like fucked that nigga. And then Batman was just like, God damn, that shit's disgusting. She's like, what? You be fucking your villains all the time. He's like, no, I never fucking villain. I'm here for justice. And she's like, what? You be standing up and fucking Catwoman all the time. He's like, well, she's not even like, you know, like a villain though. Like she's more like an anti-hero. He's like, oh, okay. Well, what about Talia Al Ghul? Well, she's not really a villain like either. She's just an assassin. Well, what about Harley Quinn? Well, she's a doctor. She's not a villain. What about Poison Ivy? Well, I mean, she's a vegan. That doesn't make her a villain. Nigga, that's what you're doing right now, bro. You're 1000% Batman right now. Like, yo, like find whatever excuse you want, nigga. Like, but
I'm not finding an excuse. I'm just saying, like, look, that an opportunity like that again for me, I'm not ever doing it again in my lifetime.
Cap.
Y'all motherfuckers
cap,
have to
bro.
give me shock therapy and have to make me forget. Because
Okay, let's take your ass back to Tijuana.
Yeah, I'll have fun
To
in Tijuana.
live.
To live? I'll just live in Tijuana, work, have some
And
fun.
you
go
will
to the bar.
find one who will supersede that one.
Probably, man, probably not. Bobby Drake, baby. Iceman. Cold as
Nigga, fuck you. Yo,
dog. It's,
nigga, I'm of the Lin Kuei, nigga. Like I throw ice balls, nigga. Like
look, I'll put it like this. It
that's
definitely.
cap, bro. Like somebody's
Look.
gonna get your fucking heart like the Grinch
You're-
and make it grow 3 sizes. Because like, nigga,
life had
how can
one
you
chance.
say that?
Life had one chance. I gave.
That's bullshit. You can't let America be your chance when America is shit.
I gave it one chance, man.
Oh my God, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. That's just like, yo, I'm never gonna believe in vaccines because I took 3 flu shots and I got polio.
Well, we don't got polio's eradicated pretty much. You mean the flu
I
shot?
took 3 flu shots and I got tuberculosis.
I never take flu shots.
Nigga, but the example is that you've been taking flu shots for an illness that ain't the fucking flu.
Yeah, I go through life like, look, if I can't endure it, my body can't handle it itself, then my body goes, well, it's time to wipe ourselves out. We're gonna die,
Okay,
buddy.
so-
It's like, bitch, I guess we're gonna die.
Do you remember the conversation we had just like less than 48 hours ago about cognitive dissonance? You're going into that right now.
Oh, probably.
You're literally doing it
I'm stubborn and hard-headed.
right
Fuck.
now
I know. I said I'm
on
stubborn.
camera.
I'm stubborn. All right.
I know,
I-
and I even told you the conditions. It usually happens when someone's worldview is being challenged.
What world be?
Checked all your boxes physically, mentally, emotionally, and relationship wise. She checked all your boxes. Would you accept it or would you not? Would
No.
you still just be like, fuck that because this bitch in America?
Oh
who-
no! It ain't got nothing even to do with the
That's-
bitch
that's
in
what I'm
America.
saying, bro.
If there is a bitch in America,
Because that's what you've been saying this whole time. You're
Look,
just like, because of
okay.
her, she was the one chance, and because of her, I'm not gonna let any other bitch have a chance. That's what you've been saying.
okay, you remember my strength of clips finder fucking test, right?
Yeah.
So number 1 was strategic, right?
Right.
Second one was learner.
Yeah.
Third one was restorative.
Uh-huh.
And what was it?
Restorative.
Fourth one was adaptability.
Yes.
It's the fourth one. It's adaptability because having to always.
Can you adapt to
fucking-
a happy life? Can you adapt to that?
I don't know if I can.
You're rejecting your own fucking skill set. Yes, you can. You
Maybe.
can absolutely adapt to a happy life.
I have a happy life though. I'm happy.
You don't think you could be just a little bit happier? You don't.
I mean, fuck it. I mean, it's not the point. Is not to be happy.
What was that car? What was your dream car that you said you wanted?
Which one? The R8?
Uh-huh. So you don't have that right now. So don't you think that if you had the R8, you'd be a little happier?
No.
Oh my God.
It's just it'd be a nice car.
Yo. We've hit the brick wall.
It's not the brick wall.
This is the brick fucking
Look,
wall, bro.
I could explain
We hit it. We've hit it, nigga.
Nigga.
Bro. It's over, nigga.
It's not. I can explain it. It just comes from well, like you said, like trauma, but it's not from the fucking previous
relationship.
It's not from that relationship. It's not that relationship. If anything, helped cure.
It was the
fuck
straw
out
that
of me.
broke the camel's back.
Nah, it was the thing that made me realize there was things I didn't know that was still in my closet, and I had
Well,
to
sure.
confront all of that shit. And it's
Yeah.
like, thanks to that relationship, I confronted all of that shit, and I laid every last one of those skeletons to rest. And when I laid every last one of those skeletons to rest, the only thing that was just hurting still was just more like just a reminiscence of the relationship. Because I picked this person, and this was the person I wanted to pick. And
Right.
this was work out, and it was just like, it was things outside of my control. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Is the thing that made it fail. But by the time I'm in this relationship, I already know how to separate the good from the bad and separate and be able to, like, something could piss me off. I'm working out to say I'm with 10 people. 2 people piss me off. Those 2 people pissing me off is not going to make me ruin it for the other 8. I'm just going to ignore the other 2, and then I'm going to hang out with the other 8 and still have a good goddamn time. Now, how this shit really comes apart is just more of just growing up with my mother. And it was just like, it's not like just a 1 incident, 2 incident, 3 incident, here and there incident. It was an incident
Environment.
always on a daily basis.
Environment.
And I had to adapt to the fucking emotional conflict, let alone the physical one, let alone the mental one, the emotional, physical, mental conflict on a daily basis, and at the same time is watching and taking care of my little brother. So I had to adapt to that shit on a basis. And once I figured out how to just shut off the emotion and then go flatline with my emotions, and then I got control of my emotions, and then where this is just probably at about 11 years old, and I had to get a hang of this shit between 11 and 12, and as I got older, like shit still happened and stuff like that, and it was just like a constant, daily, every other day fucking turmoil. And so
Right.
what I learned to do is, if something weakens me, I strengthen up that area, and then that area is strengthened up against. And when they try to go for that weakness again, it doesn't work. And it's the same thing. Like once I find a weakness, I shore it up, and it doesn't weaken it. And with the relationship was, I found there was a weakness, a vulnerability.
Going to. And
Oh.
like, and what I was gonna say is that like, okay, so I can see to the point of where I'm not trying to say that you need a woman in your life. I don't think any guy needs a woman. You know, Kevin Samuel said it great. We don't need y'all. We want y'all. You know what
And
I
I
mean?
wanted you, and I allowed you to come in here, and you decided to just start stabbing, cutting up the place, set fire to shit like that, and just this
Yeah.
foundation that I built, this area, you decided to start throwing hammers through walls with your bullshit, not knowing that these walls, these gods was here to fucking protect, provide, and all that provision for you. But now it's more like I get a better example. Now I'm like, I can't be Bobby Drake. It's not I'm Bobby Drake and I'm cold. It's just that I'm so callous through fucking all those years and on a
Jaded.
daily basis. Not jaded. It's just more scar tissue. And there's enough scar tissue to where it just laid over each other. It healed. Don't worry. It healed and it strengthened itself up to where now it's like it went from just a normal skin baby coming out of the womb and so much scar tissue and healing, and then now
To
it's
armadillo.
callousness. Not even armadillo. You know where I am now? I am Ben Grimm.
Oh, that's worse than armadillo. At least armadillos have soft spots.
And it's like it's hard to get to those soft spots because there's no soft spots. It's just been hardened. That was like one of the last most soft tissue spots there is.
Well,
And
this
it
is
got hardened thanks to that relationship. So that was my last vulnerability, like that last plate of soft tissue. And then after just getting cut, stabbed, speared through, shot, burned, it like in that relationship, like that, everything like that. And then when I healed up, it calloused over it and made that final plate. And so now I'm completed as Ben Grimm. So it's not something like it's just because just due to my adaptability going through those tumultuous fucking childhood growing up with my mother for that fucking period of fucking probably 13, 14 years, 13, 12 years. And it just turned into Ben Grimm. It's nothing. It's Ben Grimm mixed with a little bit of Iceman and Batman. And it's like, it's nothing. It's not. It's like the reason why I'm able to separate it now. I don't hate the person. I don't hate her. I hope she does well in life. I hope she grows and not become Ben Grimm. And I hope she grows, have a relationship, and be able to fucking heal and just move on to better life.
well,
But me, on the other hand, dog, like y'all life, like every time I get wounded, you got one chance to really get at me like that before that wound calluses
Doom.
and hardens. It's Ben Grimm. It's just like a slow Ben Grimm, and then now it's just like good luck. It's like I wish I can go back to being that vulnerable, that fleshy thing, but it's just
Well,
like not.
I don't think it's about being vulnerable. Like here's what I was gonna say is that like I'm not gonna like I do concede on the point that like no, I'm not saying that as a man you need a woman. They're not us. Women need us. We don't need them to survive. It's not the same. The beauty or importance of a good woman in your life is because you should already be operating at 100% capacity, and when a good woman comes into your life, she's able to push you to 105, 110. And the only reason why she's able to do that is because we're built for stress, we're built for trauma, we're built for pain, we're built for combat, we're built for all of the worst possible shit that can happen to you in life. We're built for that. Their superpower comes in with their natural nurturing ability to just be like, just even as temporary. Yeah, I'm right there.
You want to take the monologue?
Well, let's wrap this up because I gotta go too.
I think we're on a good point. Go ahead, take the monologue.
Jesus fuck, bro.
You're on point, so I'm gonna listen to it later.
Yeah, but I gotta go too. That's why I was just gonna wrap it. Fuck. All right, fuck it.
Love you.
Fuck you. All right. So the point that I was making is that, like, look, as a guy, you need to be able to operate at 100% capacity regardless, right? That's what makes you a man. You need to be able to fend for yourself. You need to be able to provide for yourself. You need to be able to provide and defend for others. You need to be a force of nature. You need to be a monster. You need to also have self-control. You need to be peaceful, funny, you have to have it all. You have to be charismatic. You have to have as many different skill sets under your belt as possible. And so I just try to give the credit to what a good female can do in your life, right? They're able to take you from you operating at 100%, like I said, to 105, maybe 110%, and that 5 to 10% can make a world of difference, right? And the reason why that's able to happen is because, adrenaline is tied to the stress hormone cortisol in your body. What wakes you up in the morning is that you get a flood of cortisol, which is the stress hormone, to actually wake you up when the sun comes up so that, you're able to actually start moving and managing your muscles to be able to do the stuff you have to do in a day. What a good woman can do is that when you're already breaking your back in half, breaking your mind in half, breaking your emotions in half on a consistent basis, she's there to give you just a little bit of relief, whether that be mentally, emotionally, physically,
Sexually.
all those things. They all matter. They all matter. When they're able to do that, it's able to alleviate some of the stress that builds up in your body and then give you that extra oomph of energy that you have in reserve to be able to push that much further, to be just a little bit more great than you already were. Because what is the number one killer of men on the planet? Stress. Ooh. Stress is a specific chemical, like I said, cortisol. And women can, but here's the double-edged sword. Women can alleviate cortisol if they're a good woman, but here's the double-edged sword to that, is that spending extended periods of time with women actually lowers testosterone, which lowers your energy level. So make of that what you will.
Ooh, I have a confession.
I'm going to the fucking bathroom since you left me here to fucking dry. Go ahead.
You ready? Okay, I'll say that confession.
No.
Because it may explain it, so I'm gonna let you. Oh. Anyway, yeah. How's everybody doing? Here's Ben Grimm here. I was just sitting over there like callous and everything like that. But it's like way I figured out. I mean, luckily through the resolving of a lot of childhood stuff through this relationship and just figuring it out, because I have an issue with having a problem. It's like, if I have a problem within myself, I don't just sit there and just walk away with it, try to medicate the shit over there. If anything, like, alcohol is not for medicating my emotional dramas like that. It's just more of just slow my brain down, because this shit just always rapid fire. That's like the ADHD or hyperactive disorder, just like hyper parties like that. But with the emotional shit, it's like it's all fucking resolved. It's like I sat there and I understood it, and I got to understand it more and more. And it's just like, even with the breaking up of a relationship, but I'm gonna wait till Kemi get back here, because it definitely, I figured this point out before, but it just never just reiterated it to anybody else the way just like it's like probably why I won't go into another relationship ever like that really again. It's just more of just handle business, have some fun. But then again, that's me saying it from this point now. So Kemet does have a point of, like, if that one time it happens, it come and checks the boxes, but it will have to get past all that fucking security in my brain. And that security ain't really just to protect me. It's just like protect myself, heart and bleeding heart. It's just there. It's there because of experience. It's like when I train, like when you train in boxing, and you have a habit of dropping this arm, and then you get hit once, you learn how not to fucking drop that arm when you throw that punch. You get hit once, that arm comes again, that punch comes, rubs off the shoulder. But Anyway, what I figured out is like all the women that I ever deeply love is just 3 women. I'll put it like that. Some in between, like 6 minor.
3?
3, right? 3.
I must be a
Have
hopeless
all
romantic.
stabbed me in the motherfucking heart and just carved that bitch out of my chest.
I got a lot
ruthlessly.
of fat bones, bro.
And it goes, my mother, my grandmother, and the girl I thought I could have a future with. It's just between the 3 of them, just like carving that shit the fuck out of the chest.
You should have never dated a girl until you dealt with the first 2.
No, I dealt with it, but I acted. I knew what it was. It wasn't. It dog. It was. I knew what the fuck to do. I did it. I handled my business as a grown man. Like I learned from my dad, my uncles, my great uncles, people that's been married longer than I've been fucking alive. And it was just like I thought.
Have they dated a 2020 fucking female?
A millennial? No, exactly. Because the
It's
game
a completely
changed.
different fucking thing.
I know the game.
I argue with my mother all the time about this shit.
It's like, Mom, it's not y'all.
It's not the same. She's not you. None of them are even close.
They don't have the same information as you. They have a lot more information than the filter do.
They have more information and used it worse.
Exactly. Like it's not the same. It's like they're not the same. Like they're not the same. And knowing they're not the same, it's not anything against all women. It's like knowing they're all like that. It's not a no all thing. Not all women are like that. No, son.
No. We're talking about like a 92% split.
And it's just you look at the odds and do you decide to roll the dice? Like fuck. No, because they all exhibit the same goddamn behavior, even though they like to suggest that I'm not like that bitch. I'm different than these other bitches.
What do you
I'm
think?
not like that. It's
just,
like
just a question. Just a question because you've been to Tijuana a few times.
oh my god.
What do you think the split down there is? Because out here
Okay.
it's 92% horrific and 8% good. What do you think the split in Tijuana, which isn't even a good place to live? What do you think the split down there is as somebody who's been there multiple times?
Okay, pass me another beer. And I will say this. So he's definitely right about my cognitive dissonance or my ashlessness like that. Because I'll take that back. I will say you are right. Because when I was in Tijuana, it was just like
What's
It's
the
like-
split? Give me a number.
the split like between like
Good and bad. Because 92% bad America, 8% good. What's Tijuana? From
Oh.
your experience. Just on the street, not even going into the wild stuff. Just on the street. Just on the street. Because I've heard from other Hispanic motherfuckers from Mexico, and I got a number for you. Go ahead, tell me. Tell me. Be honest, nigga.
87%.
Exactly! 80-20, bro! Exactly! Even in Mexico, one of the closest is touching the United States, and it's still way better, bro. Are you fucking serious? No.
Oh man, my mom, not my mother. My mom, I got 2 moms. I got my mother, the one that
Gay? No, just playing. I was just playing.
Nah,
I
shit.
know that.
Oh.
I know that.
I know, cause it brings me to a good point. It definitely segues to this, because I remember one time my mother came over to my mom's house, and when I was living there, and it's like well, my brother brought her over, and then she was just sitting there, like and then my mother started talking.
Because, nigga.
All right, but anyway,
Okay, we're
so
back.
basically, my mom told my mother to get the fuck out. Like, this boy ain't nothing like that. You threw away your son, and you threw him away, and I called him. And this motherfucker, I was sleeping in my car. I was just sleeping in my car. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just thug it out until I can fix this goddamn car, go to work, and just get my shit together. And mom and the family kept calling me. Mom said, Mijo, come home finally. When she said, Mijo, come home, I came home to my mom. And then yeah, that's why I differentiate my mother, because my mother was the woman that gave me hell, but my mom, not like one of those 3 women, but she was the one who said, Mijo, come home. I love my mom. Shout out to mom.
Yes!
But yeah, it's like, and she's like, mijo, get you a Mexican. And I was like, it's true as all fucking hell. It's just like, whatever.
Even here, okay, so like, you know, I've run into like, you know, like janitors that work in my building, like females, and they're just so
Sweet.
pleasant,
I'm like, yo, do you
ridiculous.
want a ring? It
And
comes
just
with a
like-
green card.
Oh, wow! I didn't know. And it was said that his heart grew 3 sizes
Yes.
that day.
Yes,
Like,
but with the American bitches though, this shit is Iceman, Bobby Drake, behind in this
Bro,
motherfucker.
You have to be a goddamn assassin, nigga. You have
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
cold.
fucking Thanos, nigga. Like, you have to be ready to snap this bitch out of existence just for her to acknowledge you. It's ridiculous. I don't want to be a killer all the time.
Exactly.
I
Like,
don't want to be a murderer all the time.
nigga, this it's like, damn. It's like Austin Holloman said, it's that bad. It's that fucking bad. And like, I have some friends. I have some friends out there that have relationships. I have a lot of friends out there that have like, please, like those functioning relationships. And those things give me hope, but not for me. For me, I mean, there's hope. I mean, there's some girls out there that gives me hope out here, but it's just like, look, man. I'm just thinking about it, and I'm playing out the strategy in my goddamn head. Not the strategy like how I'm gonna get them draws, but I'm like, what is the most likely outcome of this situation based upon this person's mentality, age, what they grew up with, and everything, and what I know about them and what I don't know about them. I factor that all in, and I plan it out and project it. So, well, you can't do that in an instant, motherfucker. I've been doing that shit since I was born. I've been mischievous since I was a fucking kid. I had to be mischievous. I had to like figure out different ways around shit.
Wait, I didn't even
Oh,
do
go
that. Go ahead.
But,
no, I got you on that. And like, and here's the thing: is that like, this is the reason why I was saying before. You know, I was trying to make an argument for it's like, you know, you can't have made like your one and done, like a female in that particular situation. Like you're basically choosing.
But I'm hard headed too. But this was the one.
Well, you were choosing every possible fail possibility in one person.
It should
And
have.
then attached. No, there's no should have.
It should have
You
worked.
chose. No, it shouldn't have. She was every possible fail condition in one person at the right time to fail. All of it was only gonna fail.
Look, it was possible. Hold on, hear me out. Look,
Accountability is like kryptonite. Like nigga.
man.
No, that is straight delusion. Straight delusion.
Okay, I had
I'm
that.
telling you. Like, and you should know by now. You're not dumb.
No, I look for the best in people. It's not I look for it.
Fuck!
Shut up.
How many single mothers have said that about their baby daddies in this goddamn country, nigga?
Well,
I just look for the best in people. Are you crazy?
No,
You're a guy!
hear me out. Like, look.
What the
Look,
Yo!
look, Turtle, come on. Look, my brain, you know, I'm strategic, learner, all that shit, right?
Yo,
Look, I had a plan.
How?
I gathered data.
Not enough.
It was enough. I had what I had, but it was just like, look, you
Enough to
still have
fail
to
on
see how
purpose?
it played. You have to see how the other person played it out and how the other person acted and reacted. And then
I
it's
told
like,
you
look,
every step of the way what was happening.
look, I had to
Your
see it.
plan was irrelevant. I told you what was gonna happen.
I had to see it. There was glimpses of hope. There was glimpses, and I was like, all right, there's glimpses. We talk about it. That's why the shit only lasted a damn year, is because, like, look, each situation was a new situation. And then once we got to the point of where we repeated the situation, it's like, hey, we're repeating the situation. We're not going to do that. Okay. And then once we repeated the situation
on.
again, I pulled the plug.
Don't you read books?
Yeah.
Aren't books there so that you don't have to go through the same mistakes as other people?
I mean, yeah.
So when I'm telling you that I've been through this before and that it's not gonna work, what made you think that this book was something that you were going to overcome?
Because I'm cute.
I'm cuter than you.
I'm not cute. No, it's like, look, it was the
You're taller
opportunity.
than me, but I'm cute.
Nah, look, I think about it now, and that potential was there.
Oh no, you said you're cute. My bad.
Yeah, nah, the potential was there. The potential was there, and it
You
was just,
admitted that you just didn't want to lose.
and that too. But like, cause the potential was there, and I was like, look, just gotta. It's there. The potential is there. And it's just like, look, how it's like it's there. It's there. The potential's fucking there. And it's just
You
like
mean like
she
Gohan for
doesn't
20
see it.
years?
Like Gohan for fucking 20 years. But it's like
and then
it's
they just had to give him something, and he's still. People are debating if he's actually top tier or not. Like, it's still debatable after somebody gave him the power up. That's what.
it's like looking at them all, right? The potential is there, but it's the difference between potential. It's like every basketball player, football player, sports athlete, they had potential, and then they let their actions, and then once their actions ruin their fucking potential. Their conscious actions and choices on a daily basis ruin their potential. Now
winning,
it was like
winning plays a good factor in that.
yeah, it's like I was it's not betting on the potential. It's like, look, I knew her as a person from before then, before
It's
everything.
not?
Wait, hold on. Wait, let me
'Cause
finish. Wait,
Alright.
I knew her as a person before then. I knew the potential, the core of it all, and then there are other experiences mounted of it all. And I thought the person would be strong enough, smart enough to overcome that shit. And they weren't.
No, she was smart,
Whatever.
but men and women filter intelligence through different things, right? One through logic, which is guys. One through emotions, which is girls. And if she's not willing to deal with her emotional issues, all that intelligence goes down the fucking toilet because emotions are unstable.
God, they
Which
are.
is the main crux of why I said this was.
I know. Look. And then all of a sudden this thing hits me, and it's like, what
wow.
the fuck is
Oh,
this
wait,
shit?
she's feeling things.
And I'm feeling something like, what the fuck is this shit? What? He's like, I didn't know I had emotions until I was in the relationship with this woman. I was like, what the fuck? It's like the
he
same
obviously
thing.
was raised with like a strong fatherly presence in the household.
Just
type thing.
enough of rebelliousness against it, but it's like the same thing. It's like
I was
didn't-
raised in the opposite.
Like-
I was raised from a place of emotions, which you probably were too.
but like I didn't know. I mean, I like you. Our friends could have emotions, and we can just it'd be a
Yeah, I'll
big
calm
ass
them down.
blast, and it'd be like a mega wave or some shit, and the blast, and it'll just like separate from you. And you just like shrug it off, like, all right, nigga, you calm down. He's like, all right, cool. But like when I got into a relationship, I remember she said this trip is like, if I'm miserable, everybody's miserable. Like describing
Fuck
this trip,
you.
right? And then I didn't really, and when that shit actually started affecting me, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? The fuck?
We really came from opposite sides of the board, bro.
Dog, I've never felt emotions like that in my fucking outside of like just whatever. Like I've never felt emotions like that in my fucking life.
That's crazy. Because like, okay, I came from the side of let's put it this way. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm just gonna be honest because I've been honest about everything else. Okay, like
as well, we
I
just died.
was okay, I couldn't even drink regular milk because of my kidney condition when I was a baby. They had to give me soy milk, right? And we all know now in 2022 what soy milk does to boys. It makes
does it do?
it increases estrogen levels in the body.
I didn't know
I was a very soft, sensitive boy through elementary school because of soy milk. And so I came from the side in my life, I know how to think exactly like a girl. Exactly. It was so exact that I had a day when my father actually asked me if I was gay. Completely straight. Never thought about this shit at all. And then I proceeded to prove that I was straight by continuously fucking bitches in his house when he told me I wasn't supposed to. So, problem solved. But I came from a point of complete emotionality. Complete understanding of emotions are first. Everything else is second. that's why, like I said, we came from opposite sides of the board. I'm a guy, but it's almost like I was raised to be a girl kind of thing. That's the reason why it's
I'll
like,
say raised to be with the sensitivities of a girl,
yes.
and then
But then because of my name, add that on top of it. My name is Shannon. People treated me like a girl on top of it. So I went through like several years of just like, why is everybody what like I'm sensitive like a girl. I have the name of a girl. Am I a girl? I had to go through that. I had to go through that whole thing. The only reason why I can say that is because, like, obviously I'm not. I'm a fucking dick. You know, like, I be womanizing now. Like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but there was a period when I went through that because you're just like, what are feelings? I've never felt these things. All I had was feelings, and then I had thoughts of logic later. I was raised completely opposite. It's like I was raised to be a girl. Completely opposite of what you went through.
okay, it's like okay, it's like,
But that's why, like, remember I mentioned overcompensation for the things that we lacked, right? I'm overcompensating now because I'm at the place where it's just like, oh, okay, well, I know everything about how you're feeling right now, and yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Fuck your feelings, because I've been there. I know what it feels like to be a female. I know what it feels like to have stomach cramps. Oh, your period. Oh, you have babies. Oh, it turns out that there's an actual fact that a guy getting kicked in the balls is over 1,000 times more painful than childbirth. Go fuck yourself. Like nigga. Like I literally went completely overcorrection, right? So I'm on the other side, just like you're on the other side.
I'm not on the other side. It's just like
No,
it was-
in terms of overcorrection.
not overcorrection. I'm not. I was like, it was just I didn't know. I knew how I felt when my mother betrayed me, my grandmother betrayed me, and then with this group, and then I didn't know
got some
like
mom stuff,
when
too.
you cared and you loved the person, you
Yeah.
loved the woman like that, and then how it connected with your emotions with her emotions together,
Right.
and you see her sad, and it just makes you. And it was like, and it wasn't like. It wasn't like she was sad because it was a sad day. It was a sad because she's depressed and all that bullshit with all them fucking chemical smoke and shit. And it's just like all that shit's fucking with her. Like all this fucking indoctrination bullshit. And it's like, look,
yeah.
and then like all them chemicals, drugs, and then she's just feeling sad and you can't do shit. It's like, oh yeah, she's pretty much a replica of my mother. A replica of my mother, just not as fucking violent,
about
tough,
your
and
ex?
masculine. Yeah, she's not violent. She's not
Codependence.
masculine. Nah, fuck you. Bitch,
That's
shit.
what it is.
I cut that shit off.
I know, but what I'm saying is, okay, so codependence isn't being in the relationship. It isn't just that. It's that you choose somebody to help you work out the issues that you've had with other people.
Oh, I mean,
That's a part of codependence.
honestly, I
So
didn't
if
even
you
expect
chose somebody
that to
who was
happen.
completely opposite of her, or even just 50% different from her, you wouldn't be in codependence.
So, do you think it was just more like,
You had something to work out with her, and you got your solution.
but she's still stuck in her shitty mood?
Just because you got yourself out of your codependence doesn't mean she did.
So, how the fuck do you get her out of her shitty mood? Like, shit.
Nigga, that's up to her.
Fuck, that's a lot of potential being wasted.
That's why I said she's a lost cause.
She's smart enough to figure this
No,
shit
she's not.
out. She's smart enough to figure it out.
Reality shows if you're smart or not. See, this is why
It's not-
IQ tests don't matter.
She's not gonna figure it out today.
This is why IQ tests don't matter,
She ain't
bro.
gonna figure it out. She's gonna probably figure out when
IQ
his bottle is like,
This is why you're not taking the IQ test. Is because you know they don't matter. The true application of the true show of intelligence is application of information that you know. If she's not applying the information, then she is not smart. She's not. You're giving her more credit than she needs.
there's potential.
She's not smart. Potential means nothing.
I'm like, come on, kid.
Every embryo has the potential to be an astronaut, but some of them get sucked into a vacuum.
Oh, well, all right. I was just like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, looking at it. I'm like, look.
Some of them get hooked out with the hanger, bro.
I'm like, look.
Some of them get punched in the stomach.
I'm like, look.
They never get bored.
I'm like, look, kid. I'm like, figure this shit the fuck out. It's right there. It's look, you bumped up against it. You already presented resistance against the bullshit that you had believed in, and then you just got sucked back into. Perfect example, we had watched the Dave Chappelle, the new one, right? When he was talking about his friend Daphne, and she was laughing at it, right? And then
His
2 days later, she goes,
gay
"Yeah,
girlfriend.
it was transphobic." It's like, bitch, you was here laughing with me with this shit. It was not you. It's like
You were there.
She got sucked back into the fold. She went back to her comfort. She went back to her comfort.
Because she's a girl and
Ah,
Group-
damn it. Damn.
Group think
Yep.
and being accepted by the group.
Yep. Being a moderator. Yep. And it's
Yes, bro.
I know.
See, when you use your actual logic, things make a lot of fucking sense, don't they?
I know because
Don't they?
if somebody related to me, was like, "Will you go with the group thing?" Like, fuck no. Like, I'll put you all into a tent and burn.
You're
this bitch down.
disagreeable as fuck.
What? I took my test. I'm typical.
Well, okay, me interacting with you, I feel like you're. We agree on a lot, but like, the things that make me mad, like you hella disagree, like, and it's just so just automatic. Just,
Because I have
Ah!
faith. Look, I have like faith in people. I'm like, look,
That's a
y'all
guy
can
trait, though.
overcome your shit. Like, yeah, it is. Like, I have faith. Like even the worst of people, like the most drug addict, addicted motherfucker. By the time they probably hit 48, they realize this shit. They get it together. They go into hyper mode, and then next thing you know, blah blah blah. Niggas like, oh, he's a billionaire with a lot. He doesn't know what it's like to suffer. That nigga's like, bitch, I spent 30 years as a fucking drug addict, and then I kicked that shit, and I conquered this shit. I worked hard for this shit. Don't you ever in your motherfucking lazy, spoiled, rotten life as a motherfucking first world citizen ever come up to me and talk about, well, maybe I got rich and I was just lucky, and that's why I'm get to live my life and bang out.
You stupid.
Like, nigga, yeah, it's like these fucking kids. But then again, I mean, the fucking other part of me is just like, how do I reach these kids? And I just like go to that guy and I kind of like snuff him the fuck out. I'm like, look, you don't reach these kids. Just let them be weak, and then that way our reign at the top is gonna be a lot longer than our parents was.
well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
And then my kids could
in
do
our generation, but like I was actually watching those Austin Holloman. He had a live stream that was going for like 5 hours.
Nigga, I'm not watching that shit, nigga. You ain't Kevin
Nigga,
Samuels.
you sent me multiple 4 to 6 hour live streams.
But they were Rolo Tomasi.
No, they weren't.
Oh, who are they?
They're random people that I've never heard of.
It's not 4 hours. Nigga, it was an hour.
Where's my fucking phone? Okay. Anyway, so no. The point of me saying that is that like I was watching his podcast, and it was a panel of guys who have all like they're passport bros, right? Mm-hmm. And then they would let anybody come onto the panel who wants to disagree, blah 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 blah. And one of the guys like he had the stance, which was obviously completely destroyed within like 30 seconds.
What was
I was
his
just
stance?
like his stance was that like, hey, if you guys leave, then nobody's gonna save the United States. And then so that's why I got ate up. And it's just like, why would we save the United States?
First-
We're here for ourselves. It's about individuals. It's just like, yeah,
Which-
well, if you just go out to other countries, then blah blah blah.
Can I take that one?
Go ahead.
I'll be like, okay, if you guys leave, how are we gonna save the United States? Like, first off, the United States, the way
And
we
he
are.
was from Africa and been to 40 different countries before.
I'm like-
he's an immigrant.
Look, the U.S. as we are is we're a country of definitely freedom and individualism, like a motherfucker. And then
Correct.
that individualism teams up with other individualism, makes a group or a company or a business, and we figure shit the fuck out over here. Now, here's what happens if the best of us leaves. It means we go across seas. We're still U.S. citizens. We build up families from there, and motherfucker, we're Viltrumites.
Yeah.
But it's not like we're just coming in to take over your shit. It's like
No.
first off, if we leave,
We make our money in America. It's not like we're not contributing to the economy. We still have to pay taxes.
Fuck yeah.
But we just live in a place that's way cheaper,
And
that is
better.
way more amicable.
and you got all the why is us we leave? All these bitches here are yours. There are more now,
Bro,
There
and
are,
then once they finally actually become desperate, you're gonna have hoes galore. What's the problem?
exactly
Enjoy
like
the festival of wholeness. Enjoy it.
fuck this. I want to ask this question with regard to challenges. Like I want to ask this question. Like, look, see here, we're part of like white dudes, we just start leaving passports, just asking about passport questions like that. Like, look, we're leaving, we're out. It's like, I'm out.
Bro, okay, so I never told you this. I was talking to a chick who legitimately, like, she was a single mother and she had an OnlyFans. She was like pretty decent looking white girl. I would give her like maybe a 5.5 out of 10. And like we were cool. Like we were talking like back and forth. Do you know that as soon as like I told her like because we got into a conversation about racism and all type of stuff.
Bitch.
No, but it was still cool. It was still cool. Even the racism talk between me and a white girl was cool. As soon as I brought up that I have a passport and that I'm going to use my skill set to live in as many different countries as I can and find what's right for me, do you know that I have never heard back from that fucking chick again? I was giving her marketing advice on how she can expand her OnlyFans page, and she left that behind the second I mentioned a fucking passport.
All right, let's go into that.
Crazy!
Why do you think that is?
Crazy!
I mean, like, why do you think what bitches y'all don't want us? Y'all don't like Aaron Clare said the girls don't like us. Y'all bitches don't like us. Like, first off, how do I know
Well,
y'all don't
she
like
liked
us?
me obviously because she kept talking to me. Like she was even telling me about the other niggas that she was fucking.
I know a chick like that.
Bruh.
But it's like, look, how do I know the girls don't like us? If y'all like us, then why are the fuck we moving away? Because we're trying to get away from y'all. And it's like, I was cross relationship board, all A's. I was a 4.0 student in relationship, like that.
Well, the one time you tried it, but like you don't
Yeah.
have a whole lot of experience. You have one job at McDonald's and like.
Man, I dated older women throughout my time. And
You
then some
had
younger.
one job at McDonald's
go-
and
Nope.
with a bad manager, and you're trying to act
Nope.
like Nordstrom Rack is
Nope.
the same thing.
Look, man, it's gonna take only one.
That does not fucking count.
It counts.
No, you get a girlfriend in Brazil. You get a girlfriend
Oh.
in Colombia. You get a girlfriend in fucking Tijuana. You get a girlfriend in Germany. You get a girl. No,
Dog, that
you
sounds
need
like
at least one girlfriend in each one of these countries, and then you say it's over.
Nigga, that sounds like a waste of time.
It's not
Look,
because they will show you that your American experience is not.
Look, I know. Look, I know. I've been to other countries already.
Exactly.
Like, I settled down
So
for
why are you
relationship
playing?
because I thought it was the best thing. All right, I was like, all right, we blah blah blah. Anyway, forget about this relationship here. When I go to
You literally admitted 80-20 percentage in just Tijuana,
Look,
and Tijuana
I know
is
better.
trash.
Yes, I know better. Well, look, when I go to Colombia and I meet a girl, say this girl, she's like, it's like you said, it's early. Like she's nice, she's sweet, she's good looking, and then me and her cause kick back and there's no communication there. It goes, hey, you want to hang out today? It's like, yeah, I'll get off work at 6. And it's like, I'm gonna call you right after. And she calls me right after she goes off work. Want to hang out? And then it's like, and we're able to spend consistent time with each other. I'm not about to be like, all right, well, I got one hole. Let me go get 3 holes, 4 holes. I'm like,
No,
nope.
no, no,
I'm
no,
like,
no, no,
I'm
no.
picking.
That's
If
not
I
the
got a
point.
good one,
That's not
if I
the
got a
point.
good one, if I got a good one, I'm
Exactly.
sticking there.
That's not the
and
point.
Just keep going.
The only purpose in getting the variety is to find the one.
That, nigga, I know what a good woman is. Like,
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It's not like if you let's just say,
now find a good woman, I'm out.
we can Thanos snap, and then let's just say that this is 8 months from now.
Mm-hmm.
You're making 20 to 30% more money than you are now.
After the
You're working
certification, it'd be about
remote.
93,000.
You're working remote,
Oh,
and
shit.
you now have just bought a house in Tijuana.
I'm not buying a house in Tijuana. They blowing shit up there.
You're okay. So you bought a house somewhere off the coast in
in
Mexico,
Joca, Colombia.
but you met your girl in Tijuana and you brought her back over to your house.
Yeah.
So that she's close to her values, and then you're also in a safe space. Like, and she checks all the boxes. Are you seriously saying that, like, are you?
I'm gonna settle down.
You would accept that, right?
I would settle down. Yes.
Big fact. That's all I've been saying
Oh.
this whole time.
Oh yeah.
All I've been saying is just like, don't judge your experience on the worst of the worst
Oh,
in
oh.
America.
My bad.
There's even better in America that you went
I know.
that people go through than to judge females off of what you went through.
Okay, my
That's
bad.
all I'm saying.
Okay, my bad. Like what I meant was, my American dating days, dating women in America is.
It's a
done.
wrap.
It's a wrap.
No,
It's
no,
a
I
wrap.
got you. I got
It takes
and I
one.
understand.
It took
I
one.
understand.
And of course, it's gonna take one. Just one. You just
Bro,
need
you've
to
been
try
to
it out
other
once.
countries.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times you said the word Tijuana to me?
How many times?
Since I've met you, it's gotta be like 75.
at least. Like,
Shit, that's not even to mention-
You won't stop saying it. Like,
Because it's so close to us and it doesn't cost as
I
much as
almost feel like
Thailand.
I'm back there. Like I was like 11 last time I went to Tijuana, and somehow every time I'm like back there with their terrible tacos and everything being brown and their adobe buildings and.
Dog, I would date a Tijuana fucking stripper well, I would date a Tijuana stripper before I ever date a fucking American OnlyFans, bro. Ever in his lifetime.
Okay, first off, a Tijuana stripper would probably have less bodies than just a regular American girl.
At least her bodies are explainable.
Exactly.
It's my job. That's what I do for work. Do to make 11. I was like, shit.
Because
Well, give me-
even the single mothers, like I'm sure, like you talk to people over there, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, like okay, so I've been doing research, and like so, apparently even the single mothers over like in places like Tijuana in Mexico, it's a completely different thing. You won't even see their children until you guys get to a point where you guys are gonna be married, right? So they don't even want you to be burdened with the fact that she's a single mother at all. And if she's a single mother, then she's also going to be working extra hard, which she's supposed to be anyway, to make up for the fact that she's a single mother. Right? Because you're going to have to be dealing with the father. And so
Oh, hell no.
No, well, that's a reality. Like, if the father's alive, he's got to see his kid. So
Nope. Never mind. They're
no,
disqualified too.
hold on. Well, yeah, I disqualified them, but I give them the credit that they literally try to make it a situation where you don't deal with any of that bullshit.
I'll
And
be
they're
dealing
just
with
like,
that
nope, I got you. Okay, let me handle all this shit that you don't want to see. Me and you right here. Okay, let me push this. Me and you. Ah! Yeah. Ah! Like they
shit.
do that.
Swear to God.
That's what they're doing. They actually do the juggling act that they're supposed to do. They're doing it. Nigga, do you realize that, like, I've tried to be a stepdaddy before. Once. If I had that situation with that chick, and she was doing what they do in places like Tijuana, and she was literally just, like, shooing everything and, like, didn't even want me to see the kid, and, like, she's literally just micromanaging everything to where she's, like, me and her just having a good time, we fucking and all that shit. Nigga, I'd still be with her. Because she made my life easier, and she's still being a good woman to me. I'll have to raise this nigga's kid. I would be with her. I would. Nigga, I'm not that hard to deal with.
We are not.
I'm not.
We are not.
Yo, you're handling all that, and I just gotta worry about you. That nigga's gonna be paying for his own kid because he's supposed to be anyway. Yo, let's fucking go, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Let's fucking go. Nigga, like,
That brings up a good point. Like,
but
why is my
America's
life?
so fucked up.
It's like, why is my life more difficult with you in it than it is?
Exactly. All right. Keep going. Please
Like-
pontificate.
It was like,
Go ahead. We're literally over 2 hours right now. Like, and I
Fuck.
don't think we've even said anything that's Patreon worthy. Like this is gonna be, this overtime is actually like legit. Keep going.
so it's like, all right, why? It was like, it was so apparent to everybody. My ass is, I'm stubborn and I'm hard headed. I'm fucking Batman, okay? And it was like when I finally broke up with her. It's like she moved out, and then the problem occurred again. Well, I thought we had made a leap over it, and then the problem occurred again, and then days go by, and the problem. I was like, oh hell no! Packed up shit, broke it off, finished it off, and then
no.
and then like once I broke it off, and then it was like immediately like an immediate shift in weight was just like fucking thrown off me to the point where I got to work. And the difference was notable to my supervisor.
He could just see the stress on your body.
Just, yeah. And he's like, when I broke up with her, it wasn't a sad story, nigga. That motherfucker was like, Mark, you're smiling, you're laughing, you're joking again. It's like you're light. And it was just like he noticed, my colleagues noticed, my lead noticed. I don't give a fuck where she belonged to. Ain't fucking ain't to me apparently, cause if she belonged to me, bitch would have acted right.
Yeah. Like, it's as soon as you drop that weight, you immediately sprung back into like normal Q.
Nigga, life
know.
was happy, and the only
And,
thing,
like, but here's the thing: it wasn't just normal Q. It was Q with the extra added battery of revenge and petty, and you still are going off of that same battery to this day.
you
Because
damn
apparently he has Tesla levels of efficiency with his fucking revenge battery. You know, like, so it's actually fucking funny. Like, yo, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no. All right, I'll give it. He's right. Look, I run off revenge. I've run off vengeance. I've been running off that shit since I was a kid. Like, since some motherfucker done wronged me and I was too small, too young, I was a child in a situation to correct it, or I was just like getting ganged up on in a fucking roast session. I was like, all right, bitch, I'm gonna make sure I'm greater than all y'all. That's why I was outside shooting hoops for 2-3 hours in the fucking rain. I ain't give a shit. I was running laps in the fucking snow. Like, okay, doubt me, motherfucker. Doubt me, disrespect me. Okay, bitch. I'm a, like, I don't, it's like my brother. Like my brothers and my friend worked out. It's like, if you gave him good praises and stuff like that, he relaxes and he just slacks up and he starts losing. But as soon as you start talking shit, vengeance is activated and this motherfucker is just fucking cerebral with his shit. And it's just like, yeah, I'm very cerebral with this shit because one, I was the best. The person even admitted that I was the best motherfucker she ever been with. I was the best thing ever. How the fuck do you admit that I'm the best thing that ever fucking happened in your life, and yet you still treat me like this and had these fucking issues like that? And I'm like, okay, motherfucker.
Do you want to hear the truth?
Oh, I don't give a shit what the fucking
want-
truth
no,
is,
no,
nigga.
no.
I'm on vengeance mode. It's
Okay.
okay. Go ahead.
no,
Tell
no,
me,
no,
tell,
no.
tell me the truth so we can add to my vengeance. Add more
It's
fuel.
gonna add
I
to your
need-
vengeance,
I
trust
need
me.
more fuel. I need
Because
more.
she lied.
How she lied? Nigga.
Okay, so objectively, yeah, the best
Hey,
guy.
the first
that
time I didn't heard that shit.
the best guy that she had probably ever dealt with and probably will deal with in her lifetime was you. That's a fact. But in her mind, she didn't believe that because she was the mod to a nigga who's being eaten up on social media right now. Because he had a bunch of followers on YouTube. That's why.
I don't know if she still listens to him. I have no clue. I haven't had
I
contact
promise
with
you she does.
Well, if she does, no, well, that's her goddamn issue. My idea is here, like, look, man.
I still believe in you, Hassan. I still.
I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I don't give a fuck.
I've been there, bro.
Oh.
I've been there.
Vengeance, baby. It's like, oh, you doubted me.
The best vengeance has become the most unstoppable force the world has ever seen.
What is it? It's just like,
Become unstoppable,
it's just like,
unbeatable.
it's not that I don't seek vengeance and anything like that. It's just like,
I do.
It's just fuel. It's just like doubt, disrespect, all that shit is fuel. Like, give negativity is fuel to me.
Yes.
And it was just like, I'm like, hold on. I presented this situation to you. I alleviated you of a lot of shit over here. And I brought you into a situation that's better than in like a motherfucker disrespect me like that. Like, motherfucker, I brought you into a fold and a motherfucker disrespect me. Like a certain old fucking partner of ours is like, and it's like, okay.
Well, there's multiple reasons behind that.
No, wait, never mind. That is true. So it's like,
Yeah,
he was,
you know.
all right, no, my bad. Hope he's doing well. Oh, shit. Oh,
I haven't
shit.
talked to him in a little while, but I could hit him up.
I mean, don't hit him up. I'll just hope he's doing well. Don't fucking
He
hit him up.
texted me like a month ago, and we just stopped talking like a month ago.
Yeah, I just hope the nigga's doing well. But
Yeah,
run that fade.
From what I understand. Of course.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Vengeance is still in your goddamn air. Never mind. It's still there. It's still there. Okay, so this is yeah, dog. It's
Okay,
like-
but the main point of what you're saying is that, like, look, like I think I know what you're saying. Yeah. So when it comes to relationships, yeah, bringing it back to sandcastles. Sometimes we have these big aspirations of giant sandcastles, like the Disney logo. Multiple points with many subsections in the castle. But unfortunately, when you set your vision so high to make such a grand sandcastle, you
Oh.
forget that you're using seawater. And sometimes the sea is very violent, very turbulent.
Thank you, Dr. Kramer.
And because of those violent, turbulent
Fuck,
waves,
Kramer, not Kramer.
those waves that come up on the shore, they can blow your castle down.
No.
But it's not to make you fret, my dear friend. It is not to make you fret. It is to teach you that the greatest things that we are to hold our hearts to will always disappear in time, and to appreciate them while they are still alive. I am Kim of the Raw. This is NPR Radio.
You sound like Fraser Crane. I swear to God, is that an imitation of Fraser?
No, I was just being profound. This is just profound.
Oh
Kevin.
shit, dog! All right, watch the show Frasier. But you know what? Honestly, I thought about it now. It's not like I'm building a sandcastle, right? It's like we're building a sandcastle, but the part that we leave out of it is, she doesn't represent the ocean. She doesn't represent the wind. She doesn't represent the sand.
Is she rocks in the sand?
She doesn't represent the rocks in the sand. She doesn't represent the pail. She represents the other person helping you build the sandcastle.
And that nigga can just kick it over.
And she can just destroy your shit. Be like,
Oh,
I don't like the
hell
way your
no.
walls are built.
That is way worse than
took us-
any fucking example. Can't you just make her a seagull?
Nope.
That can just fly through
It's
it.
two people building a sandcastle.
Oh, hell
it took
no.
us 2 hours to finally get to this.
That is dastardly. That's just... Oh, no.
It took
Oh, I know.
figured out whether she was the sea, the ocean, or some shit like that.
No, she's just
the
a whole other nigga.
She's the other person helping you build a sandcastle, and you guys have different plans and ideas for how it should look. With that being said, I am your main man at the 5280Q, also known as Bobby Drake, also known as Ben Grimm, also known as Kane the Conqueror with
You
a
have
Q.
so many nicknames.
Hopefully remember them all for next episode.
I don't know.
Also known as Bruce Wayne, and I'm
Jesus.
passing off to my partner in crime, the Arc Reactor himself.
Yo, this is Kenneth the Raw, representing Homeboy Etiquette here on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Also representing KMT Games and KMT Productions here on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok, including my other nicknames, which is something Lou. Was it?
Where the fuck did Lou come from?
No. From the Lin Kuei.
Oh, Ben Han.
Bien Han. Like
Fuck. We'll figure out his name later.
and then also
Sub-Zero.
yeah, Sub-Zero. Yes, finish him. And then also I already forgot all my nicknames. So yeah, if you guys haven't already, make sure nigga.
Oh,
We only got 61.
Go ahead.
We only got 61 people on our TikTok page because literally every video clip that we put up there is flagged. Every single one, whether if it's